That's a lot though. Y'all going hard on each other on some crazy shit.
Jordan, taking over Chicago. Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Jordan Howard, fresh off 100 yards a week ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring close to Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Yeah,
on the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
380. Gotta go there.
They go play action here on first down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
380.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
What?
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Man.
His
Shit
first
crazy.
catch, good for 14
That
so
nigga hurt.
far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
I got
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he gets this one down to Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Shit.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
Stupid,
And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
we killing me with
That was a
that
simple
damn
throw and
talk.
catch, but even
That
with that
motherfucker
completion,
up,
0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed.
God, Blake Bortles, come on, y'all.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, hey.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Ronald Jones, 1st carry for the USC man. And his 1st carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
No,
and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. 1st time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right out of the gate. You're going to be in traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Nah.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the
that's
right
me.
sideline.
That would be me. That would be me, brother. That would be me, brother. Nah, that would be me, bro. That would be me, brother. I've been that way since 17. When I made the lockdown. Ever since I made the lockdown, then I came with the. Then when I came with the sharpshooting shot creator, I still was locking down niggas. And that was in 18. And then in 18, and in 18, I told everybody, I had told everybody in 18, it wasn't about making a lockdown no more. The shit is in the game. And just like now.
Your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Nah.
Second down, Winston. Rolling to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 5 catches, 75.
They gonna have their good games. They have their good games against niggas against everybody.
Has good hands and knows how to get open.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down.
Them niggas have their good games against everybody, but you know, 9 times out of 10, when I'm on them, I'm on them. And they know it. And they know it.
Another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play fake. Winston. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1.
Yep.
Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action. Winston escaping the pressure right. For a big guy, James sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. The give is to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, one of them got off.
Big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the red zone now, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Jameis on second down. His pass caught.
God damn.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head.
Oh, this is blocked.
Oh, my God. You need to block my shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's over.
Let me look at that. I'm trying to see. Is anybody injured or something? Let me look at the reports. Okay, my team. Somebody must have got Cam Newton. What's his name got Cam Newton?
Is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
What a name. Happy must got him.
On second down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
380. 380.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
For right side here.
Yeah.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First
Rodgers
catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look
They need to cut that out with him.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a
He
punch
ain't
now.
even
Running
good.
with Howard. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Dang.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
They blew that motherfucking game.
Hey, let's go. Trick flip.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ooh, Bortles hurt.
And it's Bortles, the quarterback, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to need a moment or two. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And Godot's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Hell no.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Yeah, when they get Boogie back, yo.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Boogie, they gonna be
we'll come back to Tampa.
OP.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got his man, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, Mike,
Now a second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down, Winston. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Play action now, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by...
In baseball, outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Boy, my goddamn team getting broke down, boy. These niggas ain't gonna be shit. By the time goddamn playoff time come, bro. Shit.
Hey. We got 3.
Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. On play action, Winston.
Damn.
Flush to his right.
No,
he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Man.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Damn, I gotta go for it. Ain't this a bitch?
Final play of the half here, Winston.
Let's take it.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
I'll take it.
In for the score. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Look at foot right now.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This time, the extra point up and good.
Yeah, I tried to invite Tay. Luna been on the game just since the morning in the menu.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and the football out to the 25. Yeah.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
Go back. I like this motherfucking nigga I got running the ball on.
Out come the
Kick
Buccaneers.
return,
They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a
he
good
just
first half
destined
lead.
to
Now
get
they have
a
a chance to add on
motherfucking
to
run
it.
back.
And what I'm
Sooner or
thinking
later.
is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we
That
kick
killing
off
them
the second
niggas
half.
last night till he got hurt.
Adjustments that might be made defensively.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple
Man,
pitch
when
and
that nigga
catch.
came back,
You
that
and I
game
both
was
know
over.
that they have planned for this and worked hard to
That
make
shit
it
was
happen.
tied
And
up
he'll be
then, you
taken
know,
down
Boston
just
had
shy of midfield.
they
He'll
got
get a
their
nice
shit
chunk
together
there on
by the
first
time
down
he
run,
came
and it's
back.
2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your
I
team
was
right
like,
now.
boy, y'all blew that shit big time.
They'll go again to Jones. And some room to work. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Oh, fuck out that shit.
The give to Jones. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on first down. Jameis to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also
Hip is told to play happy.
drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they
Damn,
have
Blake
planned.
Bortles didn't come
because
back.
some
Think
teams
he
script
goddamn
to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, the Knicks got down.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal
Curry
is to move
coming
the
off that big ass motherfucking game too.
Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an
Might
all-out
be
rush
just
like
like,
that, I file it
the
away
other
because
night.
I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them
Or
as this game
worse.
goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A give to Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Oh, man.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against
Tennessee,
on the battle? Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Bo Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Winston.
Gotta stop doing what he's doing. Fuck that. Leave that shit alone,
man. He got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Now with the
Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at the offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. Back now in.
Shit, chilling. Hey, check this out. Hey, Ed. You got on 19, don't it? Man. Damn. I thought you had 19. I was gonna say, man, you need to join this league, man.
As we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
I don't care for Call of Duty.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Sims.
Damn.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the carry is Kelly, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
What you looking at?
They go play action. Winston rolling to his left. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hell yeah, just got my custom colorway.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're like to keep the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big off.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succo. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taking about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Out right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
I'm on the man
all
game.
That does is
I'm in the man game.
They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
I don't get my game out the way. So
he'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure.
Be it back on 2K.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Trying to get a lot of park in tonight.
18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Everybody be on
He may be a bit
or
undersized compared to
pro-am or something.
NFL defensive tackle.
Oh, mellow.
Oh,
mellow.
He definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Pulled in at the 24.
Your arch nemesis.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I'll be doing this thing, bro.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
He just always have a good. He always have a good shot, man. That's just him. He always have a good shot.
Get a trade for him. Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore because he is real.
2nd down, Winston. Out to his left.
Yeah,
out to the left there, complete to Howard.
Deej and him always have a good damn shot.
Score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
I like my man this year. He got a good shot. He got a better shot than I had.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up
I ain't made no jump shot this year, though. That's what I learned. I ain't stop fucking around with this shit. Just go on and get somebody's jump shot instead of trying to make one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Man, I wanted that fucking play bad.
False start, offense.
Trying to put some pressure on this quarterback.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man in the end zone, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Let me get that.
Will be intercepted.
Home,
Vernon Hargraves with a pick. A short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Now he's forced out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Green, triple C.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. And avoids the contact by sliding.
God damn.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. 10 more there and another 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dontari Poe in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston.
Oh,
Jones, and it's intercepted. That's by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Greedy.
Now they get a
Happens
4th quarter
every
pick.
time.
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so
Damn.
let's face it, though. Who's
I
happy
should
about
just
this
fucking
play?
kneeled,
Fantasy
goddamn.
guys,
Fuck,
right?
being greedy.
Analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Buccaneers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thought you were gonna join back, Kel. Don't look like. Who kicked you out the league, nigga? There ain't nobody kicked you out. Ah, you bullshit. You ain't join back.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.